Greetings everyone and welcome to the SMOOREZ archive. These are just all my old videos that I took down that I am re-releasing with some slight edits here and there. I did these DHGate Cheapo sneaker reviews for entertainment and educational purposes, and I do not endorse the sales of any Replica products whatsoever. No links to any of these items will be given since these videos were done ages ago anyways. Well, I hope you do get a kick out of my old content.
Hello there and welcome back to another DHGate video thingamajiggy. What you see in the title is what we're having a look at today. And boy oh boy, I am really excited for these shoes. I've seen them and I asked you guys on Instagram if I should cop a pair of these, and you guys all said yes. So I copped a pair and we're gonna have a look at them today and see what I think. Doesn't really matter what I think, it's what you guys think. No, you guys are there. So I have a box. The box has a layer of bubble wrap on top of it, which may indicate something really good, but we will see. But it looks like a SMOOREZ approved standard garbage bag. Doesn't really look like anything special, so let's go ahead and open it. And of course these were $48 on DHGate as well, and they've only really just released, I believe. They've only just come out about a week ago. Maybe 2 weeks ago, I'm not too sure. Didn't do my research again. While I'm tearing into the package, you're probably going to say to me, why are you doing another Jordan 4 video? You said you weren't going to do a Jordan 4 video again, because we wanted a video on the Cactus Jack ones and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I know. I wasn't going to do another Jordan 4 video. I said I'm done with them, just like the NMDs and all that sort of stuff. But then they released these and I went, stuff it. I do happen to have reference pictures open next to me. Number 1, cheapness. Smell of cheapness, as usual. It's, you know, it's a really difficult smell to actually describe. It smells weird. Anyways, we have a layer of bubble wrap, which protected the box for the most part. So, hey guys, why don't you put a layer of bubble wrap around the boxes when you ship them, and that way they won't get all squashed and stuff when people receive them. That's a smart idea. Also, I didn't ask for a box. They just provided one, but it's wrong anyways. They've taped the bubble wrap to it. What are they doing? Oh shit, I've just... okay, whoops. No turning back from that one. If this was a legit pair, I'd be very pissed off. So this looks like a generic Jordan 4 box. Come on, get off. There we go. The actual box is supposed to be red, and this is not red. It's just a standard Retro 4 box, which we have all seen before. We have Air Jordan 4 Retro, size 11, white black, which is not what I ordered, but okay. Basically, the box looks exactly the same as ones we have looked at previously on this channel. There is nothing that's different. I'm really hoping they are in here. I'm kind of slightly worried, just ever so slightly, so... Oh, there's tissue paper. Amazing. They actually put tissue paper in here. I'm not looking. Okay. I'm not looking. Not looking. Not looking. They feel like Jordans. Oh, nice. Cool. Alrighty. Sweet. Then I got what I paid for. Yay. Pop these kicks out of here. Did we get any bonuses? No, but we get the usual circle piece that's usually installed there, but they just throw it in the box like that. But at least it came with tissue paper, so that's all good. Now, the reason why I did get these shoes is because they're called tattoo releases, and I am a bit of a tattoo enthusiast. I have a few tattoos, as you can probably see in the videos. You've seen this one, but you haven't seen the rest of my arm, which has like a big skull on it. And these shoes have that sort of graffiti style sort of thing to it, and I thought, these look really cool. Here they are, people. The Jordan 4 tattoo shoes. Let's go around them, see what we can find about these things. Now, obviously, because I've already looked at Jordan 4s, really, we know what to expect. What I'm mainly focusing on today is the print that is featured on these shoes, because these are a really cool print. But I want to make sure that that print looks as good as it does. Just from here, it looks good, but looking off camera, I can see we have a few inconsistencies. You can see all the basketballs and all the bits of graffiti and all that stuff around the shoe. It looks okay at first, but when I look at the reference pictures online, I can see slight differences. Like the black here looks a little washed out, doesn't look as punched in as it should be. So the printing around the shoe, better shown here. You can see that it is quite sloppy and it does lose it in quite a few places. I mean, to the untrained eye, it does look okay for the most part. That's probably a prime example there. See how it's just washed away sort of thing? Doesn't really look like a proper print that's on there. I mean, it's close enough, but like having a look at this one here, it just doesn't look as good as it should be. What did I expect? I mean, they couldn't really get it right on the first try, could they? You should be able to see what I'm talking about here. All in all, it does look alright. For the most part. It is kind of screwed up. The printing is just not as vibrant as it should be. Let's go around the shoe and see if there's anything else that's different about these Jordan 4s, apart from the fact that they are Jordan 4s. They look exactly the same as Jordan 4s, just with a different print on them, and that's pretty much it. There's nothing changed about them, except the Carhartt Cross M&M ones, the original ones that I first reviewed. They were different because they have the extra cushioning on the tongue and all that sort of stuff. Consequently, every Jordan 4 that I've reviewed afterwards has basically been exactly the same base model. Let's just put it out there. They've got the Jordan 4s nailed down. They know how to recreate a Jordan 4. Side of the shoe here, the little shoelace holder, they haven't cut out some of the bits there. They're still all stuck in there. Once again, it's another DIY kit. You got to pop them out yourself. The sidewall netting there actually looks slightly better than it should do. I'm not going to compare them with my actual Jordan 4s because you all know what Jordan 4s look like, honestly. Paint job looks fairly good on the mids here. No sort of bleeding of the paint or anything like that. Some small marks there, but that really doesn't matter. Platform in there, you can see right through, so that's all good. Shoelace holder, these aren't popped out. Hey, what are you going to do? Following along the toe box here for the toe cap, all the little stars and all the knitting around the toe box there. There's a little bit of bleeding of paint there, but that's not too bad. Toe box itself though, as you can see, the printing of the basketballs and sort of the smoke coming off them. I think I've pretty much said enough about the print, but it still looks okay. All the stars, they seem to be a little bit bunched up there, but look, Jordans, they don't have perfect star alignments. Stars are kind of iffy here and there, so it's okay. It's okay. And there's another bit of the black paint there. It looks okay. The mids actually look decent. There's no real big inconsistencies here that I can see. They might have just needed to be a little bit more glossy, but otherwise they're okay. Onto the tongue area, we have Jumpman and Flight written there, so that all feels normal. The one thing that bothers me about the Jordan 4s is that the tongue isn't as thick as I would like it to be. Shoelaces are just normal black ones, nothing out of the ordinary there, and then the netting just on the extension of the tongue there, all looks pretty good. Looks kind of better than the Fear Pack ones and the M&M ones that I reviewed, not the Carhartt ones, the other M&M ones. And then around the back here, we have Jumpman in all his glory. So we have the little pull tab there, and then we have Jumpman there. Here is one thing I'm seeing, that this is supposed to be all matte. It's not sort of supposed to be glossy or anything. It looks like a rubber matte finish, but this is more of a leather. Well, it is a leather, and Jumpman is very, very glossy. So there's one thing that I can see that's slightly different. It looks okay. And the bottom of the shoe looks like a standard Jordan 4 shoe. There's nothing out of the ordinary here. A bit of paint bleeding there, but it looks like a Jordan 4 shoe. It feels like a Jordan 4 sole. It feels grippy, and that's all good. Now it's time to go inside of the shoe and see if there's that little Air Jordan tag that's in a graffiti style. So let's have a look and see if it's there. There is the Air Jordan tag that is graffiti inspired, and that looks, I mean, apart from it being poorly sort of sewn on, looks pretty good. At least it's there. I thought it was going to have just the generic Air Jordan written there, but no, it actually has that, so thumbs up to that. Now we have tissue paper, which is usual. It kept the shape of the shoes in transit, which is very good. So inside of the shoe, we have yoga mat foam. Yoga mat foam all the way. There's Mr. Jumpman on there printed. You can actually see the little stencil outline they use. They just good enough. No little bits and pieces or numbers or extras or anything like that. All looks standard. Inside of the shoe is just all the normal standard cross stitching. Nothing out of the ordinary. Some loose threads and stuff. That looks all average to me. So let's have a look at the tag here if I can get a good shot of it. It doesn't look that good, but it's a US 11. The tag is from 2016, 9th of the 10th, 2016. It is not a 2018 tag, it's 2016. And the code is 136013996, so I will have to Google that in editing and see if these correspond with the shoes. I have a feeling they are not going to correspond with them. It's likely just borrowed off another Jordan, probably a 2016 Jordan 4 release most likely. And they've just got the print off Google and just went, good enough. And just having a look at the other shoe just to make sure that everything is basically basically still the same. The tongue got a little bit squashed. It happens. Also think the red on these shoes, because what you're seeing in the camera is exactly what I'm seeing as well. I fixed the settings on the camera. So the red is supposed to be darker on the ones that I can see online compared to these ones, especially the shoelace loops and the mids here are supposed to be a little bit of a darker red, but otherwise it's not too bad. Once again, the Jordan on the back is the leather with the glossy finish, and on the bottom as well, there's Jumpman in all his glory there. He looks okay for the most part. On the sole, bit of bleeding just there with the paint, all looking good there, and the print as well, just so you can see it a little bit better. But that is all of it. There's a lot of detail, I will say that. There's an amazing amount of detail, but it's just not really printed as properly as it should be. Alright, so let's jump onto the on-foot segment of these shoes and just see if these look any good on foot or if they just look like garbage or not. I reckon they'll look pretty good, but let's jump to the on-foot segment and see what we find out.
And here are the Jordan 4 tattoo kicks on foot, and as we all expected, these are a pair of Jordan 4s, they feel like Jordan 4s, and that's pretty much it. So sit back and enjoy the on-foot montage because I won't speak any further.
And that was the on-foot segment of the Jordan 4 tattoo kicks done. So as of now, I'm going to vote that these are my second best Jordans. I'm going to vote the first ones as the Carhartt Cross M&M ones as my favorites. These ones are second, and the third ones being the Oreo Jordan 4s that I do have. As I've said in the video, I really do like the print. They are unique on both shoes. They're not the same print. They're different, as you can see. There's 3 basketballs there, 2 there. They've moved them over, so at least it's not just a stamp and a stamp. They've moved them around, if that sort of makes any sense at all. That's pretty much the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching this review of the Jordan 4 tattoo shoes. I like them, and if ones pop on eBay fairly cheap, I will probably grab a pair for myself. These are well worth the money. Absolutely, 100%. Alright, enough rambling. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next video, whatever that may be. Hopefully it's a continuous stream of shoes, but hey, you never know. Could be different. There we go. That's a nice ending shot.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you made it to the end, you got through some really cringy old s'mores. If you liked it though, leave a like. If not, then feel free to dislike. I'll see you in the next one.